Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, December 11th, 2020. This morning we saw the markets gap down a decent amount. We've seen some two-way action since then. We had a decent push higher early on in the session that failed. We've tested lower and have since just found some buyers stepping in fairly aggressively here as we get started with the afternoon session. We're still currently trading lower than yesterday's close in 3 of the 4 instruments, and yesterday's close was a 5-day low close. So going into the end of the week, we were opening down at the lows of the week. We're currently still trading down. If we were to close right where we're at now, that would be a 5-day low close. So what I want to look at this afternoon is this type of pattern where you're going into the end of the week, just about to get to the weekend here, and you're still trading at a 5-day low. So let me go ahead and head over to Discover and set up this type of idea, and we'll see what it's led to historically. So we'll look at all 4 instruments. We're going to use an intraday time-based entry, and we'll move it out till the end of the day. So about 3 o'clock is the entry time. Exit will be at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. Next, I'm going to go into the post-open criteria, and I'm going to say that at 3 p.m., since that's the entry time that we're using, I'm going to say that it is trading below the prior session close. So that's right here, intraday close versus daily levels. If I scroll down, I can say that the 3 p.m. price is less than the prior day closing price. So don't know if that's going to be true. We do have some buyers stepping in aggressively right now, but we're still below yesterday's close in 3 of the 4 instruments. So I'm assuming that's going to be true. Maybe it won't be. You'll have to check your charts at 3 p.m. to confirm that. Next, I'm going to go into price patterns, and I'm going to say that yesterday was a 5-day closing low. So I can just grab that from the active today section. If I come over here, new lows, very first option, day after a 5-day low close, it's also the first option in this category right here for new lows. So you can hit equals next to that to add it. And then I'm going to go into indicators. Since this is using a 5-day low close, majority of these are going to be below a 10-day as well. So I'm just going to add a 200-day moving average. We're above a 200-day simple moving average. And then lastly, I'm going to go into the calendar section and say that it is Friday. I want to look specifically as we approach the weekend. So equals here next to Friday. That adds it. This concludes the pattern that I was thinking about here. And now I can hit view results. And here we go. So these are the results of going long at 3 p.m. Eastern time, exiting at the close 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. When it is Friday, the day before closed at a 5-day closing low, but still above the 200-day simple moving average. And at 3 p.m. Eastern time, you're trading below the prior day closing price. So that means if you were to close right where you're at 3 p.m., that would be a new 5-day low close. But historically, this pattern has 61 samples dating back to 2003. We've got 65 samples in the NASDAQ, 64 in the Dow, 56 in the Russell. So pretty similar sample sizes there across all 4 instruments. The S&P coming in with the weakest win rate here at 39%. The NASDAQ, 45% on the win rate. The Dow, 48%, so pretty neutral there. And then the Russell, very similar to the NASDAQ. So 3 of the 4 of these have been a little bit weak into the close with this pattern, the Dow being a bit more neutral on this. If we take a look at the average win, average loss, looks like the average win coming in a little bit bigger than the average loss for the S&P. That is also true in the NASDAQ. That's true in the Dow. That is not true in the Russell. So 3 of the 4 of the instruments have had larger average winning trades than their average losing trades. However, the average win rate on 3 of the 4 instruments has been a bit weak. So hopefully you found this helpful. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you on Monday.